What's going on, y'all? This is Lo.
This is Key, and we're low key.
Today we're gonna be talking to you guys about growth over comfort. It's so easy to sit back and coast it on through, or if you vibrate in a certain way, like you get comfortable. Your certain temperature that you at. Once you get somewhere, you easily settle back down to where you already at.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? To your comfort zone. So you get a little bit, you settle back down, you come right back down to normal because you have nothing put in place for you to continue to grow. Meaning your goals, like the effort you put in place to become better. You know, it should be all about the growth. The comfort is how you lead is plain the same. You know what I'm saying, baby?
Absolutely. Your comfort is where you end up settling because you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, I think I read, and I agree with it, that everyone, the way our bodies are built and our minds are built, is looking for comfort. So anything that is opposing to the thing that you're doing, it's going to reject, or it's going to send signals that it's a threat to you.
Yeah.
Because you naturally, you acclimate to what you're used to. So if you're used to being broke, you acclimate to that. So you put a cap on what you can have. Everything's limited.
That's
you
real.
limited in your friends, you limited in your finances, you limited in your ability to do something. You never know what you can do until you take the cap off of it and stop being comfortable. Because the growth, whether you know it or not, you're growing every day. And growing doesn't necessarily mean something positive. Because we get older, the body is aging.
Yeah.
So you're growing closer and closer to your end, right?
Yeah, you about to get up out of here.
Yeah, and then soon you're gonna have to go take a dirt nap. So it's like, whether you want to or not, you're growing, which means you're aging, which means you're moving closer and closer. So that means that why not age gracefully? Why not grow into who you want to be?
Exactly.
Don't be comfortable. I learned, comfortability, that is the most scariest thing. Oh my goodness. Because you want to do something, but you don't do it because you're comfortable. You're comfortable with not doing it. Number one, you're comfortable with, I'm going to just stay right here. I ain't even going. Some people don't like change.
Yep.
They don't like change. They're afraid of change. They're afraid of success. They're afraid of what it takes to get there. They're afraid of the people, conversations. I think it also has to do with how you were brought up as a child. If your parents didn't push you, or the people around you didn't push you, or if you were always taught to defend yourself, you gotta stand up for yourself or stand up for your sibling or whatever, then it's you have that no fear kind of attitude. But if you were always sheltered, always taught to not move forward, stay where you at, as long as you know that you got that, then stay where you at.
You comfortable.
Yeah, and it makes you feel, when you do get to a place of enlightenment, when you do get to a place of you start reading and you start understanding who you are, and it's man, I've been limited in my thinking for forever.
Facts.
Just imagine if I started and I finished. I went all the way to the end result, and I finished. What else can I possibly do?
Yeah.
You know?
It's once you grow, once you set yourself on that path of growth, through your setbacks and your get back ups, you realize you have become a more resilient person than you could have ever imagined. And you also realize how much more there is to know.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's so much more, and then you understand you'll never know it all, but you can have everything that you ever wanted. And your only limitations is your mind. The limitations you put on yourself. Like when you wake up in the morning, it's this movie called The Adjustment Bureau, where they'll go in and change little things around in the people reality to keep them in that mindset of what's going on. And so I woke up this morning and I kind of felt like that. You'll wake up and it's a bunch of negative thoughts in your head. And that's kind of like the Adjustment Bureau. That's your thoughts from your past, maybe even your ancestors, and how they failed to take action. They shooting out all these negative thoughts. Man, you think you can do all this? What you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? The Adjustment Bureau to try to bring you back down to being comfortable. You know? It's real.
That's the one thing I don't like about, because you think about it with the temperature in the house, right? And if you set it to where it automatically comes on, right? So if you adjust it to one specific temperature, let's just say 75, you adjust it to 75. Now it's going to acclimate, it's going to adjust. So as soon as the temperature goes, let's say you got it on cool, as soon as that temperature starts heating up and it goes past 75 in the house, it's going to kick on and cool it off. And it drops it right back down. It's going to kick on long enough for it to break the heat in the house, or whatever you want to call it, the break, to make it cooler in the house. Then after that, it shuts off. So it's like, that's the same way with our lives. Like, we could put a cap on our ways of thinking, on the things that we want to do. And no matter what you want to do, no matter what your goals are, no matter how many times you talk about it, until you change your mind, you got to change that thermostat. And that's your mind. You got to change it. Take that cap off of there and grow.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It feels in the beginning, but it'll always get better.
Always.
Nothing stays the same forever.
When you get on the other side of it, you want to be like, damn, I threw everything away to focus on like the right now instead of scaling back, continuing to do the things that get you better and work on yourself to the point to where it ain't no quick fixes, but you doing the work to where you'll never come back to that particular problem like ever again.
Absolutely.
You know? So it's getting away from your situation right now more important than getting away from your situation for good.
I agree. So growth over comfort.
Growth over comfort.
You comfortable, start looking at yourself like, hey, you better kick it into gear.
Yeah, because there's some things you could be doing right now. There's some things you did to mitigate your progress right now. Like you write that down and you get better.
Get after it.
Ain't nobody perfect, but like ain't nobody trying to hear you say that neither. So
that's real.
So you got to get up.
That's real.
Get it together, like keep it to yourself. You got to lock the bullshit in. Cause ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear it.
I know I don't want to hear it. Like, we either doing it or we not. We either gonna make it happen or we not. And on the road to making it happen, know that it's not gonna be comfortable, man. You gotta get up comfortable. You gotta shake things up. And if you start getting comfortable, just like with losing weight, soon as you start losing weight, you see a little bit of results, and then the next thing you know,
cheat meal.
Yeah, you cheating. You got a cheat meal. A cookie turns into a burger. A burger turns into soda. Soda turns into cake bars and cookies. Like, nah, that's not how we do it. When you start getting comfortable, that's when you should question yourself. Like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, spring into action. Yeah. No, this is not what we're doing today. No, we're running today. No, we're walking today. No, we're doing cardio today.
That's
No,
it.
we're weightlifting today. No, we're not going to spend that today. No, we're going to save today. No, we're going to complete whatever we decide to do. That's what we're doing. And
That's
we're going to
it.
complete it to the end. Follow it through. You all got to follow it through. Create it and follow it through. See it through. No matter what. See it through.
Period. Period. All the way through. So you get your ass up, man, and like you keep getting back up. You know what I'm saying? And you make it happen. That's all I got. You got something?
That's it.
I'm Low.
This is Key. I'm Low Key.
Like, comment,
And subscribe.
peace.